Three stakeholders. Think of your favorite movie. What do you think made it so good? Was it because of the acting, direction, or superb production values? Of course, it is all three parts, but without all the three, a good director, a good producer, and a good actor, a good movie is not possible. Similarly, in a company, the three stakeholders, which is investors, the board, and the management team, all together make or break a company. The investors are like the producer, the board is like the director, and the management team is the actors. Whether it be an organization or a project, a crucial element is the people working on it. Most experienced entrepreneurs would agree that mismanagement of the people is the biggest reason for failed companies. When the three stakeholders, that is the shareholders, the board, and the management team work in tandem, then the companies succeed. Investors. Learning how to effectively manage investors is critical to an entrepreneur's success. A good investor is not just looking to make money, they're also looking for exciting ideas, the next big idea that will change the world. The best investors are the ones with white and gray energy, that is, people with ideas and creativity, as well as those with gray energy who understand money and business. First generation investors who have made their personal money and have not inherited it typically make better investors as they are more driven and humble. They are able to understand growing pains of a new entrepreneur. It is critical for startups and their investors to work as a team. Unhealthy relationships between investors and founders can be quite stressful for both. While some responsibility of the relationship is obviously with the investor, the founder have a critical role to play in this process. The starting point is to carefully choose those investors who are aligned to the vision of the company and also on the parameters on which the progress will be measured. It is vital to choose the investors based on experience, the industry, and the thought process. It is much more important to choose your investor on these three things than merely on valuation. Your investors should be a role model. They should have some experience that you particularly appreciate. You should respect their previous investment decisions. In the long run, having the right person around the boardroom table is much more valuable. Ask yourself if you would enjoy talking with the person regularly and consider it an opportunity and not a chore. If no, move on. Board. A well-functioning, well-managed board is incredibly important to a company's success. It is important to have a board that has several skill sets. Some board members should be experienced in finance, others in operation, some others in HR or sales or marketing or strategy. The functional areas of the board can be categorized in three main components: operations, finance, and HR, which is skeleton; sales, marketing, business development, or the skin of the company; and leadership development, innovation, and strategy, the soul. The board should have a judicious mix of members who represent these three components. Being a founder CEO is one of the toughest jobs. Having board members who can help in overseeing rough moments by being good listeners, willing to pitch in and help and advise in key areas is invaluable. Startups that have a great board recognize that an experienced board brings an extensive network of customers, partners, help in recruiting, follow-on financing, and many other benefits. However, investors and board members should develop a healthy and balanced environment in the boardroom. It is important that the expectations are clearly set from the beginning on both sides, that is, between the board and the CEO. The board needs to create an effective independent audit system for the company and help in upholding corporate governance. A good board should mentor senior executives, making sure that the sustainable business models are part of the overall strategy. A crucial function is introduction to new investors, new senior employees, partners, customers, and channel partners. The best board meetings are working sessions and not just reporting sessions. A key role of the board is to contribute to the company and work hard to increase shareholder value. Good boards evaluate themselves every year. The question to be addressed are: how effective is the board? Is the CEO getting value? Only through a rigorous focus on self improvement and honest assessment will the progress be made. First time entrepreneurs tend to find this part of the job especially daunting, as they are just learning how to run a company, let alone also trying to manage a group of high powered investors and outsiders. Fiduciary responsibility requires that the board meets every quarter. The founder or the CEO must drive the agenda for the board and not vice versa. This means that the CEO needs to take an active role in communicating to the board. The best times to go to the board is when things are very good or very bad, because in both situations, the board brings objectivity to the CEO. Sometimes being too close to the problem makes the CEO not see the situation rationally. Emotions may ride his mind in stressful situations. Employees. Every company is built by a team of people, and every person in the team matters. A few key people in the organization have disappropriate impact on the company's ultimate success. The senior management team in this regard is extremely important to the success of the company. The management team has to be ultra focused on the vision and objectives of the company. Of the three pillars, the selection of the management team is perhaps where the founder has maximum control, while there is lesser control when choosing investors and the board. The key to hiring the senior management team is to ensure the vision of the company aligns with the person being hired. Do they embrace the organization's vision and values? Are they on board with the core beliefs and company's mission? Do they have a clear image of what the future holds when the business achieves its vision for success? As a company progresses from level 2, which is trader entrepreneurship, to level 3, which is scale, more complexity is involved, and therefore companies begin to create further sections. This is when the founder needs to understand what kind of people they bring in various functions. Sales as a function is primarily right brain activity. Marketing, on the other hand, is more left brained, as it involves planning and organizing. Operations is left brained, while HR is right brained. Finance and accounting can be both left and right brained, as it involves both creativity and execution. Leadership development, innovation, and strategy are mostly right brained. The support of all employees is essential for the company to succeed. It is important that the management shares short, medium, and long-term business plans with all its employees. It builds a culture of trust. Once the employees also understand the overall plans, they can offer their own ideas on enhancing the execution plan. Summary. A company succeeds when its investors, its board, and management team all work in tandem towards a common vision. It can be compared with a movie. A good movie is produced by a good producer, a good director, and a good actor. In the same way, a good company will have a good investor, a good board, and a good management team.